We're pleased to introduce our series on international trade, so follow us as we delve into a multitude of topics in this field. So let's begin. International trade is a complex but essential aspect of the global economy. It involves the exchange of goods and services between countries, leading to economic growth, job creation, and improved living standards. Trade agreements, trade deficits, and the importance of exporting are key concepts to understand in international trade. Trade plays a crucial role in the global economy by enabling countries to specialize in producing goods and services where they have a comparative advantage. This leads to increased efficiency, economic growth, and higher standards of living for participating nations. Trade also fosters cooperation and interdependence among countries, reducing the likelihood of conflicts and promoting peace. It allows for the transfer of knowledge, technology, and resources, benefiting all parties involved. Comparative advantage is a fundamental concept in economics that highlights the benefits of specialization in trade. By focusing on producing goods or services where they have a lower opportunity cost compared to others, individuals, companies, or countries can maximize efficiency and overall output. This leads to mutual gains through trade and allows each party to benefit from their respective strengths. Understanding comparative advantage helps in making informed decisions about resource allocation, trade policies, and economic development strategies. It promotes the idea of leveraging differences in productivity to achieve optimal outcomes for all participants in the market. Absolute advantage is a key concept in economics that highlights the efficiency and productivity differences between entities in producing goods or services. It can lead to specialization and increased overall output. The Ricardian model of trade, proposed by David Ricardo, focuses on the concept of comparative advantage and specialization in international trade. Countries are encouraged to produce goods in which they have a lower opportunity cost compared to other nations, leading to mutual benefits and increased efficiency in the global market. Terms of trade is a crucial economic concept that measures the relative value of a country's exports to its imports. It plays a significant role in determining a nation's economic well-being and trade relationships. Understanding terms of trade helps policymakers make informed decisions on trade policies, currency exchange rates, and overall economic strategies. It is essential for countries to monitor and analyze their terms of trade to ensure sustainable economic growth and stability in the global market. Trade barriers can have significant impacts on international trade, affecting prices, market access, and economic growth. It is essential for countries to strike a balance between protecting domestic industries and promoting global commerce. Understanding the various types of trade barriers is crucial for businesses and policymakers to navigate the complexities of the global marketplace. Tariffs are taxes or duties imposed on imported or exported goods during international trade. They are used to regulate trade, protect domestic industries, and generate revenue for the government. Tariffs can have both pros and cons, influencing various aspects of the economy and international relations. Quotas play a crucial role in regulating international trade by controlling the quantity of goods that can be traded between countries. They can have both positive and negative impacts on economies and industries. It is important for governments to carefully consider the implications of imposing quotas to ensure a balance between protecting local industries and promoting global trade. Non-tariff barriers refer to restrictions on trade that do not involve the imposition of tariffs. These barriers can include quotas, licensing requirements, sanitary measures, and technical regulations. They are used by countries for various purposes such as protecting domestic industries and ensuring product safety. Dealing with non-tariff barriers can be complex and challenging due to their diverse nature and potential impact on international trade. Now, let's transition to the next topic. Trade agreements play a crucial role in shaping global commerce. They help in facilitating smoother trade relations between countries by setting guidelines on tariffs, quotas, and other trade policies. These agreements are essential for promoting economic growth, creating job opportunities, and fostering cooperation among nations. By reducing trade barriers and promoting fair competition, trade agreements benefit both consumers and businesses. They open up new markets, encourage investments, and lead to overall prosperity. It is important for countries to engage in trade agreements to reap the benefits of a globalized economy. The World Trade Organization (WTO) is an international organization that deals with the global rules of trade between nations. Its main function is to ensure that trade flows smoothly, predictably, and freely as possible. WTO agreements cover goods, services, and intellectual property. It provides a framework for negotiating and formalizing trade agreements, and a dispute resolution process aimed at enforcing participants' adherence to WTO agreements. A customs union is a trade agreement between two or more countries to remove trade barriers, reduce or eliminate tariffs, and coordinate trade policies with non-member countries. It aims to promote economic integration and cooperation among member states while maintaining a common external trade policy. Member countries of a customs union often benefit from increased trade, economies of scale, and a more unified approach to international trade negotiations. However, they may also face challenges such as loss of sovereignty in trade matters and the need to harmonize regulations and standards. Common markets are economic agreements between countries or regions that allow for the free movement of goods, services, and capital. These markets aim to create a level playing field for businesses and promote economic growth by removing trade barriers and fostering cooperation. Common markets can lead to increased trade, investment, and job creation. They also encourage innovation and specialization, driving competitiveness in the global marketplace. An economic union is a type of trade bloc that is composed of a common market with a customs union. Member countries agree to allow free movement of goods, services, capital, and sometimes people across their borders. Economic unions offer various benefits such as increased trade, economic cooperation, and regulatory harmonization. Types of economic unions include customs unions, common markets, and economic and monetary unions. Trade and economic growth are closely linked. Trade agreements can boost economic growth by opening up new markets and promoting competition. Foreign direct investment plays a key role in economic development, leading to technology transfer, job creation, and infrastructure development. However, there are challenges such as income inequality, environmental impact, and political tensions that need to be addressed. In the context of trade and income distribution, it is important to understand the impact of trade policies on the distribution of income among different segments of society. Trade can lead to both positive and negative effects on income distribution, affecting various groups of individuals and communities. Trade agreements, tariffs, and globalization can influence how income is distributed within a country and globally. It is crucial to analyze these effects to ensure that trade policies promote equitable income distribution and economic growth for all. Multinational corporations, with their widespread presence and influence, have the ability to shape economies, societies, and environments around the world. Their actions and decisions impact not only their own bottom line, but also the well-being of communities and the planet as a whole. It is crucial for these corporations to uphold ethical standards, promote sustainability, and contribute positively to the areas in which they operate. By doing so, they can help create a more equitable and sustainable global economy for future generations. Trade policy is a set of rules and regulations governing international trade. It includes measures such as tariffs, quotas, and subsidies that impact the flow of goods and services across borders. Trade policy is essential for protecting domestic industries, promoting economic growth, and ensuring fair competition in the global market. Trade and the environment are intertwined in a delicate balance. While trade can bring economic benefits, it also poses risks to our planet's ecosystems. It is crucial to find sustainable ways to engage in trade that minimize harm to the environment. Key considerations include the impact of trade on biodiversity, the pros and cons of trade agreements, and the need for policies that promote both economic growth and environmental protection. Now let's move forward to the next slide. Trade and labor markets are intertwined components of the economy that impact employment, wages, and economic growth. The dynamics between trade and labor markets can result in job creation, displacement, wage fluctuations, and globalization effects. Technology plays a crucial role in shaping modern trade practices, from enabling online transactions to optimizing supply chains. Its impact is profound. However, challenges such as cybersecurity threats and digital disparities need to be addressed for sustainable growth. International trade involves the exchange of goods and services between countries. It allows nations to specialize in producing goods they are efficient at and import those they are not. This promotes economic growth, fosters relationships between countries, and can lead to increased prosperity for all involved. So to wrap up, we've covered significant concepts in this unit. We hope this makes some of the key topics more understandable.